space explorers! Enjoy the video and don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the description for more cosmic fun.
So, Colossal Biosciences really made waves early in 2025, didn't they? With this announcement about genetically engineered woolly mice. I mean, they look straight out of science fiction almost.
Yeah, they really do. And, you know, while they are incredibly cute, these mice are much more than just like a fun live experiment. They're a major proof of concept, basically showing the core genetic engineering approach works, which is a really crucial first step if you're thinking about bringing back something like the woolly mammoth.
Okay, a proof of concept.
Yeah.
That's a big leap, though, from mice to mammoths. So, for people tracking synthetic biology, what's the actual breakthrough here? How did they even manage to engineer these sort of woolly features?
Right. Well, the key isn't just editing a gene, it's editing lots of them precisely all at once. That's the multiplexing part. They're using CRISPR, specifically CRISPR-based multiplex gene editing. So Colossal Scientists, they did a huge amount of comparison work looking at ancient mammoth DNA, you know, comparing it to Asian elephants and also to mice. This let them zero in on the genes connected to cold weather stuff like hair growth, fur color, metabolism. They ended up editing 7 key genes.
7 genes, wow. Like which ones?
Yeah, so for example, there's FGF5. That gene controls how long hair grows. They tweaked it to get fur that's like 3 times longer. And then MC1R for that sort of golden blonde color you see in preserved mammoth hair, and another one, FM83G, that helps give it that shaggy kind of woolly texture. It's this really coordinated editing that's the big step forward.
That's fascinatingly specific. So what did this actually do to the mice? I mean, what were the visible changes?
Oh, the changes were really dramatic. You could absolutely see it. These mice grew fur that was way longer, much denser, even wavy compared to normal lab mice, gave them that real shaggy look. Their whiskers even curled.
Curled whiskers.
Seriously. And the color changed, too, to that kind of golden apricot shade. They even adjusted a metabolism gene, FABP2, though what that exactly did for their weight isn't totally clear yet. And using mice was smart, you know? They breed so fast, it lets Colossal test lots of gene edits really efficiently before trying it on, say, elephants, which take ages to reproduce.
Makes sense. Okay, so if the mice prove the tech works, what's the bigger picture? Why call these little guys a watershed moment for de-extinction? What's the grand plan?
Well, it validates their whole pipeline for making a mammoth-elephant hybrid. That's the key takeaway. Colossal's actually aiming to have a mammoth-like calf by 2028.
2028.
That's the goal. And these mice basically show the process, the complex editing, is feasible. But it's bigger than just mammoths. Think about potential Pleistocene rewilding. The idea of putting mammoth-like animals back in the Arctic to maybe help slow down permafrost thawing by restoring grasslands.
Right, the ecological engineering aspect.
Exactly. And new tools for conservation, too, maybe genetically boosting endangered species to handle climate change better. Plus, there are spin-offs like research using elephant stem cells or studying human diseases.
Okay, that's a lot of potential impact. Huge scientific achievement, no doubt. But like always with these things, it throws up some pretty big ethical flags, doesn't it? Just because we can, should we?
Absolutely. And that debate is really important. It's happening right now. On one side, you have people arguing this could boost biodiversity, give us new conservation tools, de-extinction as another option in the toolkit. But critics raise really valid points. Is this actual conservation? Or is it more like, you know, a scientific stunt or even entertainment?
Yeah, and what about the resources? Could that money be better spent on species alive right now?
That's a major part of the critique. Plus, animal welfare concerns are huge, especially using endangered Asian elephants as surrogates. Gene editing in embryos, it still has high failure rates. And then there's the whole ecosystem question. What happens if you release these engineered animals? Unintended consequences. Are we sort of playing God?
It's that classic tension, isn't it? Ambition versus responsibility. And I heard this term buzzing around, cutewashing. What's that about in this context? Is it fair?
Yeah, cutewashing. It's an interesting angle. The idea is that because these woolly mice are, well, undeniably cute and fluffy, people might instinctively feel positive about the whole project. And that positive feeling, that awe factor, could potentially distract from digging into those tougher ethical and ecological questions we just talked about.
Ah, I see. Like the cuteness makes it harder to be critical.
Sort of. I mean, look, the cuteness definitely gets public attention, maybe inspires some young scientists, which isn't bad, but it's really crucial that we don't let an emotional reaction based on looks overshadow a serious evaluation of the long-term impacts and the ethics involved. It shows how easily perception can be swayed, right?
Definitely. So, wrapping this up then. These woolly mice, they're more than just a cool science experiment. They feel like a very fuzzy, very golden signpost showing where synthetic biology might be heading.
Which leaves us with a pretty profound question, doesn't it? As this kind of biotechnology races forward, maybe faster than we can fully grasp, how do we make sure we're using these incredibly powerful tools wisely? How do we balance that amazing, audacious ambition with a deep ethical consideration for whatever new life we might actually bring into the world?